Hey, my friends, it's Mark Cunningham at Grace Property Management. Let me ask you a question. What are you doing to get better? Now, you say, well, Mark, I'm watching your videos, and quite frankly, that's all you really need to do. If you watch my videos, you'll get better as you can't help it. But sorry, I digress. What else are you doing to get better this next year? So let me share with you 5 books that I think property managers need to read. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you the name of the book. I'm going to tell you who it's for within your organization, because not all books are for everybody. And then just give you a little glimpse into what that book may teach you. And these are going to be books that you're probably not familiar with, by and large, because none of these are property management specific books. I've learned more about property management business, that's important, the property management business, from reading non-property management books and seeing how other industries do things. So here we go. Number 1. The number 1 book, and this book is for everybody. Everybody watching this video should read this book. It's called Take the Stairs. Take the Stairs. It's by a gentleman named Rory Vaden. He's actually out of Colorado here, I believe. Fabulous book. The subtitle is 7 Steps to Achieving True Success. Now, this isn't one of those like feel good, oh, you just got to love everybody and be successful. No. This is practical things on how to have better time management skills, how to view your organizational level. It will help you. I love this book. I've got more dog-eared pages on this book than almost any other book I have. For example, let me give you one of the quotes from his book, and I think you're going to like this. This is going to resonate with you. But he's talking about how, hey, we've got to earn success. You got to work for it. It doesn't come by itself. It takes effort. And he says this: success is never owned, it is rented, and the rent is due every day. Ooh, that's pretty good, isn't it? Success is never owned, it is rented. And guess what? The rent's due every day. That's right, you got to pay the rent for success. So everybody should go out immediately when this video's over, watch till the end though, and buy the book or get it on audio, whatever you do. Listen to it, read it, whatever you want to do. Take the Stairs. That's number 1. After you're done with that, now this one you probably have heard of, but it's worth mentioning because if you haven't read it in the last 3 years, you probably need to read it again. This is for business owners. If you own the business, you need to read the EMyth Revisited by Michael Gerber. It's all about processes and systems and documentation. This is what we built our business on, making sure you have a process. One of the best quotes in the book to sum up the book is simply this: the system runs the business and the people run the system. You want to build your business so that the system runs the business. Then all your people do is have to follow the system, follow the process. We love this kind of stuff. You can go on our website, you can download our property management system manuals, which comes right out of this type of stuff. That's how we created these things. So that's book number 2 specifically for business owners. Book number 3, now this is for bosses. If you are the boss, meaning you have somebody that reports to you, you have a direct report, we'll call them a direct. If you have a direct, you need to read Effective Manager, The Effective Manager by Marc Horstman. That's the gentleman's name, Marc Horstman. Tells you how to be a better boss. No one trains this. I have a business degree. I have a finance degree. I never learned anything in college on how to manage or lead people. I learned more from this book than I learned in 4 years getting a business degree in college. One of his quotes is this, a little bit long, but stick with me, it's worth it. He says, your directs, that's like your employees, your directs don't see you as a nice person. I'm not saying you're not a nice person. I believe you probably are. And your directs probably believe so too. But that's not how your directs see you. They see you as your boss, as their boss. They see you as their boss. It's a hard truth, but one worth remembering. Because of the power of your role, your directs don't see you in the way you see yourself. We could talk about that for the next 20 minutes. Understanding the role power you have, what your responsibility is to your directs, how to make them more successful. So if you're a boss, you go pick up this book as soon as this video is over. Now, before I share the next 2 books with you, let me thank the sponsor for this video, CreditHub. If you're not familiar with CreditHub, don't worry, they're kind of newer to the industry, but they allow property management companies like you and me to mark our tenants' credits directly in a positive or negative way. So, hey, tenant, you paid your rent on time? Great, I'm going to go mark your credit as an on-time payer. It helps the tenant. Tenant loves you. And if they don't pay you and they move out, guess what? You can mark their credit directly. So when this video is over, and I'll put a link to it, watch the video directly that we have on CreditHub where we explain it. Reach out to them. Tell them Mark sent you. You will be glad you're contacting CreditHub. Okay, on to book number 4. Book number 4 is called The Advantage. The Advantage is by Patrick Lencioni. Now, this is for leaders. If you're a leader in your organization, You hopefully are familiar with Patrick Lencioni. He's just an amazing author and speaker, but this is one of his best books, The Advantage. The subtitle is Why Organizational Health Trumps Everything Else in Business. Don't you want a healthy business? Not like squishy culture stuff like, oh, we love each other. No, not that. But what does a healthy business look like? How do you create that healthy structure? Here's one of his quotes from his book. The single greatest advantage of any company can achieve is organizational health. Yet it is ignored by most leaders, even though it is simple, free, and available to everyone who wants it. I like simple and I like free. One of the things that makes us so good, I really believe, at Grace Property Management is we're a healthy organization. We attract healthy people, we repel people that aren't healthy, and that makes us better as an organization. So if you're a boss, if you're a leader, go get that. And then number 5, the last one. This is for operators. If you're an operator in your business, right, you're doing the work, whether that is on the front lines, whether it's behind the desk, wherever it is. But if you're an operator, you need to read the book Insanely Simple. Insanely Simple. The subtitle is The Obsession That Drives Apple, like think of Mac, Apple's Success. This was written by a guy who worked hand in hand with Steve Jobs. It's a short, easy read, but it's fascinating because it's going to tell you the mentality, whether you like Apple or not, I don't care, but the mentality they had of keeping things simple. Didn't you ever think it's revolutionary that back in the time of Blackberries, remember Blackberries for those of us that were old, they had buttons everywhere? What did the iPhone have? It had one button. Who thought of that, right? Well, Apple did because they thought, we got to make things simple. And we, my friends, we are in a complex business. The more we can simplify things, the better. Listen to this quote by Steve Jobs. He says, people think focus means saying yes to the things you've got to focus on, but that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are, but you have to pick carefully. I'm actually as proud of the things that we haven't done as the things that we have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. Oh, that's good. But this book doesn't just talk about a product. It talks about in your marketing, in your communication, in your pricing. How can you bring simplicity into those parts of your business to improve your relationship with customers? Fabulous book. You will thank me when you've read it. Okay, here's what I want you to do. In the comments section, you're watching this video on YouTube probably, in the little comment section there or wherever it is on YouTube, go in and if you have another suggestion of a book that you think I should read, because I like to read, please tell me. I need to get some better books to be reading. So what should I read? What should other PMs read? What do you have recommended for me? Please do that. Feel free to jump on our website, pmbuild.com, pmbuild.com. If you've got questions, if you want to see other resources, we've got a lot of links on there. But my friends, I wish you a lot of success. Go get reading.